quick rhythm lesson here. It takes a lot of effort to, you know, G, D, and C, which is in a ton of songs. Sometimes you need those open chords, but if you're playing with a band or if you're playing electric and you're trying to add some cool sounding rhythm to just a really basic progression, one of the things you can do is move up the neck, and using the CAGED system, you can put the chords really close to each other, and you kind of have to think about it a little bit. If you're not familiar with the CAGED system, it's playing the same chord in different shapes up and down the neck. Like a C would be here in the C position, CAGED, C-A-G-E-D. Here's the A position, 3rd fret. It's like an A chord, but I'm doing on 3rd fret. It's a C chord. Moving on up, G position. You got your E and your D. So if you put those together in the right way, you can get them really close to each other. So if you do the C position of a G chord, and what I'm playing is a triad. If you know anything about music theory, your major chords are just made up of 3 notes. In your major scale, it's going to be your 1, your 3, and your 5. And so that's called a triad, the 1, 3, and 5. And so here's one for G. And it's like you're making a C. You see I'm making a C with these fingers here. It's like I have a capo here. And all I need are these 3 right here. So that one's on the 8th. This one's on the 7th. And this one's on the 9th. And that's a G triad. So it's like making this chord up here, or however you make that chord there, but you just do a triad. So you're only going to play these 3 strings here, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. But look how little movement there is from G to D. I'm just barring those same 3 strings on the 7th fret. That's a D chord, and then go to the C right there. Very little movement. You see how close they can get together, and you can do that in any key if you think about it. Think about where things are. If you want to do a minor, here's a B minor on the same 3 strings. It's a triad with your minor chords. You want the same 1, 3, and 5, but that 3rd is flat, and that's what makes it minor. So there's a minor in this key. That's a B minor right there. So 12th fret for these 2, 11th fret for that one, and then there's an A chord, there's an E chord, same kind of shapes. There's a C shape on that chord right there. That's an A, and then an E. So very little movement, but it adds a lot of character, a lot of color. You can move around with that. All you need is the triad. If you're playing electric, this works really well. You can kind of get that chopping rhythm in there. Works better on electric, but this is a quick lesson, so it's easier to do here. Or if you want to do this. So play around with those shapes if you've got a basic chord progression, and especially if you're playing along with a track, or if you're trying to layer in some different sounds. If there's somebody else playing rhythm guitar, you don't want to play the exact same thing that they're playing. You want to mix it up a little bit, and this is a cool way to add some variety. You know, you could even play the G, D, C riff there. Play it once or twice like that, and then you go up here. And see, it still works on acoustic, but it's even better on electric if you do that. So put those chords right next to each other. You got very little movement with the CAGED system. You might have to think about it a little bit. Hey, there's the G chord. You got to think, what's my triad? What 3 notes are in that chord? But if you put them together in the right way, make some really cool sounds. So have fun, keep playing.